Next, we are hearing from the victim of an alleged road rage incident. He claims it was a hate crime. Michael Sandlin joins us live in South Toledo. So, Michael, get us caught up with this case.
Jeff, it all went down last week when Kedar Abdullah was driving around in this area for his job as a door dasher. Now, while he was out on the roads, he encountered a man named Casey Beaudoin. Casey was causing problems for him, swearing, cursing, and the two came into this parking lot to try to settle their differences. But that went sour, and Turnbull soon found himself at the mercy of Beaudoin's truck, not once, but twice. And he says it all happened because he's a Muslim. The scars are both physical and emotional for Kedar Abdullah-Turnbull. Dark purple and yellow bruises cover his legs, but he says the real damage is the trust he's lost for the public.
I mean, not only physically am I going to be in more pain for, forever, now this is adding on to my PTSD.
His alleged attacker, Casey Beaudoin, currently sits in Lucas County Jail, charged with felonious assault. Turnbull says the two first encountered each other after an innocent mistake when Turnbull started driving the wrong way down a one-way road off of Eastgate.
This guy, instead of honking at me or, trying to inform me that it was a one-way, he swerved to get as close as he possibly could to my car.
Turnbull quickly figured out his mistake and turns around, but Turnbull says Beaudoin hadn't had enough of him.
He swerved to the right, brake checked me, then threw his hands up, swerved to the left again, brake checked me again, and I could hear him pointing and yelling at me or whatever. And so he pulled into this parking lot, so I pulled in, just trying to figure out what's going on.
The two step out of their cars, and Turnbull says Beaudoin was immediately hostile, cursing, swearing, and making comments about him.
They called me a towel head.
At this point, Turnbull is on edge, and he says Beaudoin starts to reach for something inside his car.
My PTSD kicked in, and I thought he was going to grab a gun. So all I did was reach in to stop his arm. This dude grabs onto my arm, he presses on the gas, starts dragging me, says, "How do you like that? Blah, blah, blah." Drops me, so I drop onto the pavement. 5 seconds later, I notice that his van has the reverse lights on. I hear the engine rev, so he slammed on the gas pedal.
Turnbull says he barely had time to move before Beaudoin's Ram truck hit his left side, sending him flying. He's convinced a direct hit would have killed him.
I lost consciousness for a few seconds, tried my best to get back up, and all I remember is hearing him say, "How do you like that?" And the tires squealed out.
Turnbull was taken to the hospital where he was treated for his injuries, but he says what really hurts is the belief he was attacked for the way he worships.
They have this hatred towards us as Muslims, and they don't even know why.
Beaudoin's plates were ran shortly after he drove away, and he was arrested a few hours later by Toledo police. Now he sits in Lucas County Jail with a $100,000 bond and is expected back in court later this week. Reporting in South Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.